Welcome to the final unit of Global Connections Reflections 101. By now you have spent several weeks in a new context that's culturally different than the one in which you grew up in, and this unit really is an opportunity to sort of pull it all together and think about what have you taken from the experience, what do you want to take from the experience and apply to what happens next when you get ready for the next semester, or you get ready to do a new job over winter break. So it's really a chance to look back over the learning that you've been doing during the semester. So as usual, there are 3 parts to this unit. In this case, your blog is a little more focused than usual. We'd like you to think about a critical incident that happened for you this semester, a moment when you really understood something new in this context, and be as specific as possible and talk about that. Again, continuing to use the criteria that we've developed for blog posts using Kolb's experiential learning cycle as a guide. You're going to be doing 2 readings. One, a short reading from a student, well, she's not a student anymore, but at the time she wrote it, was a student about how American students can't be global citizens. It's kind of a provocative article. And you're also going to be reading something, again, about global learning in the college curriculum and what the purpose of it is and why it's important. There are a series of questions we want you to think about as you reflect on these readings, so make sure to pay attention to those on Blackboard. And really trying to push yourself to think about, so have you experienced global learning, and how will that learning influence what happens next in your social, academic, and professional life. And then finally, the action reflection task that you're doing for this last one has 3 parts. You're going to look back at the learning outcomes that have to do with understanding global interconnections, interdependence, and inequity, and think about what you've learned, or maybe what you haven't learned and still are thinking about. You're going to also spend some time looking back over other students' posts, and you're going to try to find an example where another student who's in a different context than you are really captured a moment of global interconnections, a moment of global interdependence, or a global moment of inequity. You're going to be thinking about how that student's experiences are similar to or different from your own. And then the final part of your final action reflection class asks you to think about what aspect of your experience this semester would you want to present at next spring's, or this spring's, Global Expo. This is a chance where students who have just been on preview, and also students who have just returned from their Global Connections experience, have a chance in a kind of science fair format to do a presentation. So you want to be thinking a little bit now about what you'd like to present in the spring about your Global Connections experience. And I think that's it. Make sure that during week 13, the first week of this unit, you upload a revised best blog post and best response to readings, and continue to soak up as much as you can about the things that you're learning in your Global Connections context.